This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are talking about DAX functions, right? So almost we had completed string, logical functions, date and time, math and statistical, time intelligence also we had seen, and filter functions is the one I'm going to be explaining today. And these functions are pretty much easy. Please practice them once, and easily you can answer the interview questions, right? So now we have calculate and all, use relationship function, and related. So these are filter functions and very, very important functions. So let us understand what is calculate. I think calculate functions we have used it earlier. So what is the meaning of this? What is the need for the function? Let us understand. Want to create a measure by applying a filter. So we know how to apply filters, right? So in the Power Query level, so you wanted to apply something, so that we have done it. But I don't want to apply filters at the Power Query level. I wanted to show the data by writing a query. What query? DAX query. I wanted to apply some kind of a filter. For example, the simple example is that calculate sales for the black color product. Okay, so I wanted to get only the black color product. So there's a filtering is going on. It is equivalent to where class. Select sum of sales from the sales table where product color equals to black. Product color equals to black. Something like that I wanted to perform. So calculate is going to be calculating by applying some kind of a filter. Clear? So that is what is the need for the calculate filter. Quickly open my Power BI desktop. Let me try to work with this. These are pretty much easy. Once you understand, it is not at all complicated. It is not at all complicated. Now I want to do take the adventure works database. We have a customer table, we have a product table, and we have a sales table there, right? So I wanted to implement, I wanted to take the data from there. Now it is just getting loaded. Let me close this window. Now quickly go to transform data. So if you have recent sources, let me use the adventure works. It is there. Now it's being loaded. Please wait. I have a customer table, I have a products table, I have a sales table. Okay. So dim date table I'm not bringing now. So we'll bring it later if it is required. So customer, products and sales, and click on OK. Okay. Now let me show you what is this file all about. Let me show you Adventure Works retail data. Let us understand this data. So this company is manufacturing bicycles and a lot of other products, right? So what are the products these people are manufacturing? You can see product name, logo cap, long sleeve logo cap, lot of products like this, HL road frame. So and each product in which color, black color, red color, red color, sometimes multicolor. Screen is not shared, is it? Screen is shared. What about others? Ramya is saying screen is not shared. What about others?
It's visible.
Yeah, it is visible, right? Ramya, you disconnect and connect once again. Okay, okay. Now, fine. Okay, now screen is shared. Hope everybody is able to see it. Okay, that's fine. Good. So now I have this product, which table I'm talking about now? I'm trying to talking about Adventure Works retail data. So this is the file already you have it, right? Now we have a lot of data in this. We have a lot of data. So sales data we have, products data we have, customers data we have. Let me go to products table. You have a product name. So product name like logo cap, like road frames, and lot of things are available. And what is the product color? Black color, red color, or sometimes white color, blue color, multicolor, right? So like that. Again, what is the category this product comes under? It is component category, clothing category, accessories category, and clothing components, like that. Lot of product categories are available. Under, again, you have a subcategory. What are the categories if you wanted to see it? Let me apply a filter. So these are the unique categories: accessories, bikes, clothing, and components. Okay. So each category will have again different products, different color items. So here not applicable. So for some products, the color is not applicable, NA, right? So accessories again got a lot of other products. What are the other products again? Bike, these are subcategory items. Helmets is subcategory, locks, pumps, lights, bottles and cages, and bike stands, fenders, cleaners, bike racks, tires and tubes. These are the different, subcategories part of accessories. Like that, if you go to bikes category, what are the other bikes? Road bikes they're manufacturing, mountain bikes they're manufacturing, and again they have road bikes and a touring bikes also they're manufacturing. This is the category, this is the subcategory, mountain bikes. So these are the different varieties of category and subcategory. So mountain bikes, road bikes, touring bikes. Clear? So if I go to a clothing category, what kind of a clothing they are supplying? Socks, caps, jerseys. Because if you go in for a mountain ride, you need jerseys, you need a clats, gloves, right? Because mountain riding is not so easy. So people will buy cycles plus the accessories, clothing, and everything from this adventure works shop. Okay, so this is jersey, shorts, even shorts, big shorts, gloves, lot of things they're having. All these things part of clothing. Clear? So these are the different varieties: big shorts, caps, gloves, jerseys, shorts, socks, tights, vests, blah blah blah. So you have category and subcategory. To understand some data, I'm just giving you this kind of inputs. Now we have a component category. So what are the components they have? These are the components, right? So we have under this, so chains, brakes, forks, handlebars, blah blah blah. So okay, wheels, saddles, pedals, blah blah blah. Whatever they wanted to have it, they are going to be having it. So this is what is the data. Now I wanted to know only black color sales. It could be any category, any subcategory, but I wanted to know black color sales. Okay, where is the sales? Sales is available here. Now, so using the product key, I will be able to join this, and later I want to filter based on the color. So black color and sales amount I wanted to get it on the fly. So that is what is the requirement. So quickly go back and close and apply. Let me go to the power pivot model. So it's loading the data over there. Please wait. So it may take a little more extra time. There are pending changes in your queries that haven't been applied. Okay. We have 60,000 plus rows in sales table, right? It is megabyte of data, right? So all the data will get loaded into Power Pivot model, and it will get compressed, and columnar database is going to be creating, and which is going to be storing all the data into the RAM, which is a 10 times faster than the normal SQL Server databases, blah, blah, blah. So all these things we discussed, right? So now I wanted to create one DAX query and I wanted to implement. So what is that I would like to implement? I wanted to know what is the product sales. So black color items I would like to have. That is the my aim. Clear? The aim is I have to create a measure, but what is the requirement? Calculate sales. This is what is my requirement. What is the requirement? Create, calculate total sales for black color. Black color items, forget about bikes. Bikes later. Clear? At least black color items. So I quickly go here and drag and drop new measure because we're going to be creating aggregations, right? So you should not create a column because we're going to be aggregating the data. We take some data, filter it, and we're going to be aggregating. The requirement is very, very simple. I need sales for black color items, black color products. Okay. So if you wanted to, calculate something, you have to use calculate function. Calculate function. So what is that you have? You have to write some expression. So what is that I would like to do? I would like to do sum of sales amount. Sum of sales amount. Perfectly fine. Sum of sales amount. I would like to create it. But what is that I wanted to have it after expression. So I have to calculate sum of sales amount based on what is the filter is not mandatory, it is in the square bracket means it is not mandatory. So I simply say okay. If I simply say okay, what is going to be happening? Will it give black color items? So I'm able to create a sales for black color items, but this measure is part of customer. So where it's supposed to go? It's supposed to go to the sales table, right? But I have created it here. If you wanted to move this measure to here, what we need to do? Click on this measure and go to where table tools, and it is available in customer. Home table is customer. I wanted to move this measure to sales table. You can easily move it. You can easily move it. Clear? So now it got moved. Now let me go to sales table. Now this is, it is available. I wanted to drag and drop this. Now quickly drag and drop sales for black color items. Sales for black color items is this much. Okay. But what is the total sales? I want to know the total sales also. Double click on it. And what is the total sales? Total sales is simply take the sales amount. Okay, so total sales is the same thing, and this is also same thing. What we are missing? We are missing the filter part, right? So this is what is called total sales. When you go here, you should be able to understand this is a implicit measure. This is an implicit measure. It is calculating the data. All the data it is taking and calculating. I quickly go here. I try to apply some border. Now, this is an implicit measure. Now, I have created one explicit measure with the help of a calculate, but I did not filter this data. So, if I wanted to filter the data, I have to put filter clause. I have dragged and dropped this. It is able to give me sales of black color items, but it is not giving me. Why? Because I did not write it properly. I have to filter it. So, go here. So what is that you want to apply? There is a filter. It is not mandatory, which is option. What is that you wanted to have it? So I wanted to have color, COLOUR, product color. Okay. Product color equals to what color? So the color also you have to write. I want to have black color. Clear? It is simply writing select sum of sales amount from the sales table where product color equals to or color equals to black. It is the same as that. Clear? Press enter. Now you should be able to see this measure. This measure is implicit, this measure is explicit. Now black color items sales is $8.84 million. Clear? So tomorrow I wanted to have red color items. So only thing you have to do it here. So what is going to be happening? It's very, very simple. So calculate function is going to go to the product. It's going to be filtering the data. It is applying a where clause. Then you get some data. All the data it is going to be taken and summing. So according to us, let me show you. It will go here. It will go to the table. What is the table? It is going to be taking this table. Okay, let me click on this table. It is going to be taking only red color items or black color items, whatever it is. So it is applying a filter first. So it is, for example, I need red color items. It is taking this data. For this data, it is going to be bringing the product key. It will go to the next table. What is the next table you have? Sales table, right? Sales table. For this color red products and get me the sales amount, and it is going to be summing. So that is how it is on the fly going to be performing. Clear? So it is going to be filtering the data, then getting a lot of values, and it is going to be summing. So some summing operations happening here. So this is what is called calculate function. So calculate function is used to filter the data and do some aggregations after filtering. It is equivalent to what? Select sum of sales aggregations from sales table where product color equals to black. When you write the query, if you know SQL queries, you can easily understand. So this is same, query like this. Select sum of what? Sales amount. Okay, from which table? From sales table. Join with what table? Product table. Blah blah blah. You know how to join. Where product color is equivalent to what? Red or black, whatever it is. So this is the SQL color. So SQL query, and this is what is called a DAX query. Nothing else. Clear? So what DAX, what is calculate function is going to be doing? It is doing want to create a measure or want to calculate something by applying a filter dynamically. So we can apply filters everywhere, but writing query and apply, that is what is my important thing here. Clear? So what is the source of data I have taken? Adventure works. If you don't, put the filter here, will it give you any error? No, no error. But it did not give you proper data. This is what I have written first, but later I have added this part. Clear? So calculate sales for the black color product. So what function we're going to be using? Calculate. So function is going to be applying what? Applying the filter, then whatever be the data that you're getting, and based on the data which is going to be aggregating. Yeah, any questions?
Sir,
Hmm.
so can we apply multiple filters, like more than one filter?
Now, if you give me time, the next one is that. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So now the next question is that.
Okay.
What is the next question? Calculate total sales for the black color bikes only. Clear? What is the multiple items here? One is that black, and what is the category I'm talking about? Bikes. So I wanted to go to this sheet. Now I go. So one is black color items. Now again, what is that other one? I wanted to have only for the bikes. So filtering is happening. One is bike. Let me go. One is for, I would like to go in for the black. This is one filter. Second filter, only for the bikes I need. I need all these things. So I would like to go in for bikes. So this is the data, bikes and black. So I wanted to know what is the total sales for only black color bikes. So this is what is the next one. Clear? Okay, you have asked the same question, right? Now let us implement the same thing. Okay, chalo. So we'll go there, and I want to go and try to implement. So put comma here. And what is the next product you wanted to have it? So I wanted to have category, right? Category name, because we can see the category name here, right? So we simply go category. When you say category, it is able to give you like this and is equivalent to what is the spelling. Exact spelling you should write. Okay, this is a spelling. If you write small case, upper case, lower case, then it will give you a lot of issues. Now you go there and you try to write same thing. Clear? Now press enter. When you press enter, this is what is called the total sales. Now this is what is called total sales. This is a red and bikes. So now let me give you black color bikes, whatever you would like to give. Now black color items are 8.6, 8.66 million. Red color is this much. Let me change blue color. We have a blue also. So both conditions I'm going to be using. This is what. So what is this condition here? I am putting a comma operator. So comma is working as an end operator. Clear? So blue color bikes is 2.17 million. But what is the total sales? All the items, all the colors, 29.36. Now blue color bikes. So instead of having blue color bikes, let me go in for clothing. Do we have, blue color clothing also? Let me go and check. So we have blue color clothing also available. Let me say blue and write clothing here. Clear? So you can write multiple conditions. So comma here used as end symbol. So this is a true and that is true. Then only it is going to be working. It is going to be working. Clear? So blue and clothing 35.69K. That is a total sales is happening. So that is what is called this. And here and operator is comma here. So what I'm trying to use here, comma is a and operator. So we need not specify a and a and or a double ampersand symbols as and. Clear? So that is what is total sales for black color bikes or blue color bikes, whatever you wanted to have. But I wanted to use or instead of a comma, you need to put this. So I need a product could be either a black or product could be either red. So this is the thing. Okay. So the next one is if I wanted to apply product color could be blue or means pipe symbol, double pipe. So either blue or clothing or so let me press enter. So I'm talking about multiple colors, multiple items, or you can simply say the same thing here, and it is 2.58 if you observe carefully. Now I wanted to have either a blue or a black. So blue or a black color sales. I would like to give like this. Now press enter. So product color could be either a blue or a black or red, something like this. You wanted to mention it is total sales is this, and you can write put comma and write and or this one that one you wanted to write however you would like to write it. But this is end operator. This is or operator. Earlier we discussed what is that comma was a end operator there. Now we did not write any ampersand here. Clear? That is what is the observation you need to have it. So calculate function is very easy to use like this. Okay, it is only this and not we have used I think in time intelligence as well to understand previous year sales, this year sales, everywhere we have used it. The next one is all. So what is all? So if you wanted to use all, where exactly we're going to be using all? To understand or to retrieve percentage of sales using all. For example, where exactly we are going to be using, all function, I will tell you. Now, let me simplify it. Uh, Product pen sales is $10 billion. Product pencil sales is, let us say, $20 billion. Okay. or let us say some $15 billion, and the product, some boxes you are selling, or you're selling some balls, okay? So the sales is, let us say, $18 billion, or it may be some $12 billion, something like this. It is some sales. Okay. Now, what is the grand total? So how normally we write? We write a grand total like this, right? We'll say total. So total is how much? Uh, 18 plus 12, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. What is the grand total? 40. We have a grand total. Okay. Now I wanted to know what is the sales, what is the share of the pens on the total sales. Okay, I wanted to find out the share, percentage of a share of this product on the total sales. Yeah, we will do that, we will do that. So we are talking about, now I wanted to know what is the share of this product. So how do you find out the share? If you want to find out the share, your sales, okay, share of the pen, or the each product. So this is a 10 divided by 40 into 100. So that is what is called on the total sales, the share, right? And what about the pencil share on the total share? So how do you do that? So it is 18 divided by total. 18 divided by total. What is total? Total is 40 into percentage. I wanted to know percent of the share on the total share. Like again, I wanted to find out the each product sales percentage, right? If you wanted to do like that, and the current sales, it's sales. That means current sales, that is 12 divided by total sales into this. Clear? So this is nothing but a all. So all means a grand total. Remember this. All means what? We will be telling you grand, right? So grand total, or you say net total, something you write, right? Net total. Now, all means, in simple understanding, you are going to be getting the grand total. Okay, all means here, all the product sales will get stored here. It is a grand total. All is going to be pointing to 40. That is what you need to understand. So, what you need to drag and drop pen sales divided by all into 100. Drag and drop current sales divided by all. All means what? 40. Clear? And blah blah blah, and drag and drop this and do this. That is what you should be able to get it. So all is always going to be giving what? It is going to be pointing to grand total of the given product. So whatever you have it. Clear? So that is what is very important function that I wanted to use it. So for that purpose, I'm going to be using. So what is the thing? Percent of sales I would like to have it. So I'm taking sum of sales. Clear? Sum of sales. So what is the sum of sales? I have this much, and divided by calculate sum of sales. But here I'm going to be using what? I'm going to be using this one. So all sales means all the products it's going to be taking, it is going to be getting the grand total. Clear? Current sales divided by sum of sales into blah blah blah. So this is the formula we are going to be writing to understand what is the sales of percentage of sales using this. So I'm talking about here share. If you want to find out the share, and this is the formula, but in the PPT I'm talking about the sales percentage growth. I would like to have it. So what is the percentage? 0.02. If it is 100%, this share is 0.02, 0.06, 24% on the total share, 37%. So this is the formula we're going to be using. If you wanted to get the grand total, so grand total means all means whatever be the product that you're having. So the all means all the sales data it is going to be taking, and it's going to be getting the grand total. That amount it is going to be using and creating this formula. Clear? So that purpose, sales divided by sum of sales blah 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 into 100. Clear? So if you want to create like this, all reads the grand total, or all reads always this kind of a things. Now let me quickly go back and create, sorry, let me create one control Z. Let me go to one table. I wanted to know what is the product wise, or I wanted to know what is the category wise. Whatever you would like to have it, you can have category wise. Now quickly go to the sales and drag and drop sales here. Where is the sales? Sales amount is here. Okay, which is able to tell you what is the sales. Let me go quickly apply some grid and everything. Go to style and flashy rows and quickly come down here, and I wanted to increase the font. Okay, I wanted to increase the font. So this is the sales. Now what is the measure I have taken here? The measure I have taken is, what kind of a measure it is? It is implicit measure. It is implicit measure. I can use, I can also create an explicit measure. How can I create? Simply you can go to a measure. We will also talk about quick measure. Okay, what is a quick measure also we'll discuss. Now I would like to use sum of sales is equivalent to sum. I'm writing and I'm using sales amount, right? So this is an explicit measure that I'm using. Whether you use implicit measure or explicit measure, end of the day, you get the same thing. So it is a part of, customer table. I wanted to move this to which table? It has to be moved to the sales table. That is the better thing. Sum of sales has to be there in the sales table. Now let me go and drag and drop sum of sales. Where is that? So you drag and drop sum of sales here. So whether you take the implicit measure or the explicit measure, both of them are going to be giving you the same data, which is using a function which is not using the function here. So it is already aggregated, but this guy is using a function if you see carefully. The same function we have used earlier, so it is not. Whether you do like this or like that, there is no change. But end of the day, both of them are going to be showing the same data. Clear? But what is that I wanted to have it? I wanted to have sales percentage. So I want to put some formula. So what is the formula I wanted to have it? The formula is that, so current sales divided by grand total. Grand total is this much in 200, something like this. I would like to create a formula and create a measure. So if I wanted to read grand total, that is when we are going to be using all. So that is what is the sales, percentage of sales, sum of sales, and I'm going to be using calculating sum of sales divided by this into 100. So this is what I'm going to be, using one formula. So either you can use a ready-made measure like this, or you can go in for, without using ready-made measure also, you should be able to get the same thing. But you must use calculate. We are going to be using all to read the grand total. Clear? So let me create a measure, percentage of sales. So percentage of sales. So you can use, either you can use sum of and sales amount. Okay. You can use this one, or sum of sales amount is already calculated and the sum of sales. I'm going to be using this sum of sales instead of writing. So that is also fine. So it is sum of sales. So that is what I'm going to be using, divided by, I'm going to be calculating. So what is why I have to use calculate? Because by applying some filter. What is that filter I would like to apply? I wanted to, I don't need all the data, whatever the data I have. So category names will get filtered there. All the categories will get filtered. Only for this, I wanted to get the sales. That is what is the point here. Okay. Sum of the sales divided by, so I have, so calculate sum of the sales and comma, so what is that I would like to have, comma, I wanted to say all. So all is going to be taken when you go to all here. So what is it is telling? It is telling table name or column name, which data you wanted to read from. You wanted to read complete data of the sales, because sales is the table that I would like to use it, and close the bracket, press enter. Again, you have to say put 100. So put 100 is not the right practice to put 100 here. There is one more way that we can apply. So I'm able to create the percentage of sales. So the sum of sales divided by what is that? The total sales. Clear? Total sales means I'm going to be taking this divided by this into 100. This divided by this into 100. This divided by this into 100. I did not put 100. So what I'm trying to put now, trying to show percentage of sales. Where is that created? It may be created somewhere here. We'll move it later. So let me drag and drop this first. Okay. It did not give me percentages. Now what you do, you go and click on this symbol. When you click on this symbol, automatically it will get converted everything into percentages. Clear? So the current sales divided by, the total sales into 100. So without writing formula, without writing 100%, you simply always click on this symbol so that you will be able to get this in percentages. Clear? So we are going to be using all to get the grand total. Clear? So tomorrow it may be for category names, and tomorrow I take, instead of category names, I wanted to say each product or each color. So let me drag and drop a color. Each color, what is the sales percentage color wise? Okay. So drag and drop a color and drag and drop a sales amount. You can drag and drop normal sales amount, or you can drag and drop sum of sales amount. Anything is yours. So let me quickly go back here. Go and try to use format painter. Come back here and apply. So this is black color. This is the total sales. I wanted to know sales percentage. We have calculated already, right? Let me simply go and try to use this. Will it work or not? Let us see that now. Now it is going to work, because we did not supply any colors, we did not supply any column names here. Okay, it is going to be happening dynamically everywhere. You drag and drop either color or tomorrow country or tomorrow year or what a product category, this one, that one, everywhere it is going to be working. Black color, the sales percentage is 30% on the 100. So blue color is selling very very less, 7%. Multi, only this one, not applicable. No color is applicable this much. So whatever you would like to use it, you create one formula on the sales amount and drag and drop like that. Clear? So these are pretty much simple to understand it. You can practice once, and very very simple to use it. Clear? So you can have anything there. So instead of doing like this, instead of doing, for example, you don't understand this formula clearly. If you don't understand this formula clearly, Microsoft is giving you one more option. Clear? The one more option is percentage of grand total. That is also it can give you. So how to do that? So go to here. Now you wanted to know product wise. So you don't know how to write that query. So simply you drag and drop a table. Now you wanted to say product wise. product category wise, subcategory wise, whatever you wanted to have it, you can take it. Category wise, what is that sales amount? You can take sales amount. Where is the sales amount? Drag and drop sales amount here. You go back, click on this and format painter, go to page number 5 and click on this. Now you got the sales amount. You drag and drop once more sales amount. Clear? But what is that you need? You would like to have this kind of a thing. So what Microsoft says, if you don't know how to write this, simply go here and click on this, and you will have category name is first column, second column is sum, that you can keep it. Third column again you drag and drop same sales amount, it is also summing, but don't sum. So here show value as percentage of grand total, that's it. So it is going to be writing the same formula, whatever you are able to see, the same thing, 296 blah blah blah, you see, 296.1, the same formula it is going to be writing. So without you writing percentage of grand total on the sales amount, whatever you have written, the same thing it is also able to do it. How to do this? It is very very simple. You drag and drop sales amount twice, drag and drop sales amount twice, and you go back, you simply convert that into this formula. So click on this, go here, and earlier it was a sum, right? Now it was no calculation earlier, so it was like this. Now what you need to do, click on this, go to this and come here, click on this, go to show value as a percentage of grand total, click on this. So automatically it will get converted. Clear? Microsoft is very very intelligent, make everything simple so that people can work very very easily, not understanding these formulas and everything, but it is going to be writing that kind of a formula everywhere. That is what is the beauty about this. Now the next one, it is very very interesting thing, use relationship. It's very very interesting one, and let us concentrate further, very 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 important interview question. So tell me about use relationship function, where exactly we're going to be using. Let me quickly go and okay, let me go to this. I have some tables. What are the tables I have? Let me show you. I have a customer table, I have a sales table, now I have a products table. So these are the tables I have it, right? Now there is a beautiful relationship got created. Now what is the requirement? Let me tell you, the requirement is that I wanted to create year wise, order year wise sales, year wise total sales, sales means total sales, plus previous year sales also I would like to have it. If you wanted to have current year sales and previous year sales, and again percentage of the growth, blah blah blah, you need to have it. So what is that we should do? So if you wanted to calculate a percentage of previous year sales, means to get a previous year sales must have a dim time table. Without a dim time table, can we create a previous year sales? We cannot. Why? Because I have a year data here, I have a year data. What is year data? I have order year data. So this is, order year data may be having a duplicated data, may be having null values, may be having not the unique values. You may be having duplicate data, because orders may be placed on the same day, multiple orders, right? So now see, there is duplicate data here. So if you wanted to create previous year, next year, so what is the table we have to bring to the model? We have to bring a table called dim date table. Already we discussed. Clear? So we have a sales table, product table, customer table. I wanted to quickly go back to transform data, and I wanted to bring one more table. So what is the table we would like to bring? dim date table. Why? Because if you wanted to calculate previous year sales versus current year sales, next year sales with this year sales, if you wanted to have this kind of a calculation, we have to go back and get the table. Already we have this table available. Now let me get this table as well. Clear? Now, so dim date is available. So let me bring this table, click on OK. Now, two extra steps that you need to do it. That is a dim date table, right? So we got this data, everything is right. Now close and apply. What are the extra things that you need to do? Make dim date table as date and time table. So that is what is very, very important, right? Bring the table. So link dim date time table to sales table and mark this table as well as a date and time table. So all these things need to be done in your model. Hmm? So now I'm bringing. Now I got the dim date table. Now right click on this. Now you say mark as date table as this is mandatorily. You need to do it and you need to choose one column and I'm choosing full date column. So it should not have nulls. It should not have duplicate values, this column. And which column? Full date column. Should not have nulls, should not have duplicates, unique values. No duplicates means unique values. Click on OK. So those three conditions have been checked. Validated successfully means what? This column does not have nulls. That validation is done. This does not have no duplicates. That is done. That is validation. It is no duplicates. No means unique values. Click on OK. So that is also done. So then what? You need to link this table. If you need year-wise calculations, for example, now I have taken this and you see we got this table, but there is no proper link. If you don't have a proper link, what will happen? Can you get year-wise, month-wise, this-wise, that-wise calculation? You will not be able to get it, right? You have a sales table now. So we have to link which table? So we have a due date, order date, lot of things are available here, right? So when you increase, lot of things are available. I wanted to know year wise, order year wise, what is the sales. So how do you create a calculation? It's very, very simple. We go here, drag and drop a table. Now when we have a dim date table, year number you need to get it from where? You need to get it from which table? The date table only. So let me go back, and when you have a date and time table, always you go get the year number. So here, so it is going to be aggregating it here. So don't summarize. Good. Now this is what is the year wise data. Now you go back and click on this format painter, go to page number 6, apply. Got it. Now everything is fine. Now I wanted to get sales amount. Where is sales amount? It is available here. Now, what is the requirement? Order year wise. What is the total sales? Where is the sales amount available here? We can use either this sales amount or sum of sales amount. Anything is fine. Now, drag and drop like this. Now, when you see the same numbers, you understand this tables are not linked properly. Which tables are not linked properly? Huh? Which tables are not linked properly? So, So dim data table and the sales table is not linked. Not linked. There is no link. Not properly. Forget about properly. There is no link. So I need to take which column? Order date column and link it to full date. So this is what I have to link it, right? If you don't link it, it is not going to work. Now you go and see the visualization. Now you have a different sales. You go back and remove this link. Okay, you remove the link. Remove the link got removed. Now you see all numbers are same. That means the linkages are not done properly. Now you go back, you link properly. How to link? Order date and the full date. So linkages have done. Now everything is working properly. Okay, so this is my data. Now tomorrow I have one more column. So let me go here. One date is order date. So when is that you have ordered so and so date? I have one more column ship date. So product is order on July 1st, got shipped on 8th, 7th. Okay. So like that, I have a order year wise sales amount. I have ship year wise sales amount. Tomorrow, your boss is asking, hey Bhaskar, you give me ship date year wise sales amount. What I do? I go here. I go here. So I have connected order date, but my boss is asking, no, 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 I don't need order date wise sales amount. I wanted to give ship date wise sales amount. Clear? Now what I do? You have to go to ship date. Where is the ship date? Let me increase the font. Due date is here. Somewhere you will be able to find out ship date. Okay. Now I wanted to create one more relationship. Now I take this ship date with the full date. Now let me drag and drop like this. When I drag and drop like this, what is happening here? What is happening here? So you could see one active relationship. This is what is called inactive relationship. Okay. When you go to manage relationships, when you go to manage relationships, you should be able to see if you have two tables, if you have two tables, we can create only two active relationships, not more than that. For example, let me go to this table. What is the table we are having? We are having sales table, customer table. Let me remove all these tables for your reference, okay, so that you can understand in the better way. I don't need this table. How to remove this table? Right click on this. Let me remove this table first. Delete from model, because you don't see unnecessary columns and values and a lot of other relationships. Customer table, I'm deleting it, and product table also I'm deleting it. I'm using only sales table and dim date table.